God damn it.
Did you whack your bag to it?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's a true story, and I swear I have this tape somewhere. I just can't find it to this day. I got hundreds and hundreds of cassettes. It's on a cassette somewhere in my
just
house.
played it on the air.
I did play it on the air.
Oh, you did?
In Buffalo.
Oh, okay.
That was the tape. I played on the air in Buffalo, and I also played for her mom and her grandfather.
Oh, okay, that's good.
She loved her grandfather to death because she didn't have a father because, I don't know, he died like early on in the picture. So she looked up to the grandfather, and in the grandfather's eyes, like, this girl could do no wrong. So I said, oh, yeah.
Apparently she couldn't.
And I knew when he was working, and I worked at a radio station, so I had it set up nice in a production room with big booming speakers, and I just said, "Hey, I just want to let you know what your granddaughter's up to," and did the same thing with her mom when her mom was at work.
That's awesome.
And then she threatened to kill me. It was fun.
A lot of death threats going on.
But what I'm saying is, now fast forward, I'm beyond happy, and you just, eventually you'll find the right person.
Absolutely.
Guy, girl, whatever it is.
By the way, this is Greg Hughes, the actor that plays Opie.
I've noticed you stepped out.
Yeah. No, because I feel sorry for the kid. This girl is not worth it. If she's sucking cock and telling you about it,
Yeah,
you want to be
hell?
involved with someone like that in a long-term relationship?
I wanted to.
Oh, dude, you'll get up. Believe me, I've devastated women, and I've been devastated.
How about we
you
go
move
around,
on.
I can't let this go. Jimmy, you got a story for him? A real story. That story I've told many times on the air. That is the truth.
When I was, I guess I was 19. I was 20 something. My girlfriend was like 18. She was 10 years younger, going to college, and we had broken up a little. We were fighting, but then she confessed that she fucked somebody else, and it was just devastating. Oh, it was awful. I couldn't walk up my steps.
Yeah.
I was crying up the steps.
Blubbering.
It was awful. Just a fucking worse woman. Worse. And fast forward 10 years later, I've still found no one, and I'm obsessed with her. No, I'm kidding.
That's where I'll be.
No, you get over it, dude, believe me. And it never seems like you're going to. That's the funny part of it. It's always like, this is it. I don't know why we're like that with women. We always see this. We always see a woman and then a brick wall behind her, and that's the last one. And then you move on.
When you're in the moment, you can't see past
cannot
it
see beyond
and realize that this is like. I look back at what happened to me in Buffalo. I laugh like, thank fucking God that her true personality came out.
Yes, because she's. What happens is this: she's a cunt. I hate to tell you that she's a cunt.
Oh, I know.
And you would have found that out. You were lucky you found it out in the first 6 months, because a lot of times guys don't find out for 2.5, 3 years, and that's a brutal one. Because then you're fucking 3 years of your life are invested, or God forbid you marry this fucking pig. And she would do it when you were married.
You were going to propose?
I wanted to.
Oh,
really
you're
badly.
too young. You're fucking 6 months in. Bad mistake.
I wanted to. I didn't really put too much serious thought towards it, but I wanted to.
You wanted to, because you probably doubted her a little bit. You wanted to fucking propose to possess her. That was your way of keeping her. You don't need to keep her. Let her go.
You're definitely psychotic, but you seem like you got your head together.
He's reasonably psychotic.
As a smart
I
guy.
put the outward appearance of a sane individual.
We got
a little bit.
Another story coming in from Than. Than, help out our boy here, Pat
Hi,
Duffy.
Than.
Hi, Pat.
Why would the mic work?
Yes.
Yeah, let's hear about unpleasant incident number 371.
Yes. I was a freshman in college.
Ah, strapping young lad.
Yes.
Big barrel chest.
Yes, I hadn't had too much experience with the ladies. Some, but modest. And, Sam, we talked about touching. And I hooked up with this one girl and, of course, became kind of obsessed with her.
Oh, boy.
And we had a discussion. I was like, so are we dating? And she said, sure. And I was like, so exclusively? She's like, yes. I was like, okay. Unfortunately, I guess she forgot that next weekend when we were all at the same party for the crew team, and she was making out with a dude on the couch.
What the fuck? I thought we were going out.
Yeah. And then, of course, I think afterwards I was still, like, trying to make it work or something, like an asshole.
And you get that just empty feeling, right? Like,
Yep.
what the fuck?
Yeah. Did you approach her on the couch and go, what are you doing?
What, tap her on the shoulder?
Yeah.
No, I lamely gave her making out face the finger. I don't think she really saw that. It was very sad.
That's
Yeah, just
a little
lame.
finger up for the corner while you sip punch by yourself. How awful.
Yep.
Anyone else?
And I couldn't, besides being embarrassed about it, it's just a blip. It doesn't even matter.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah.
I mean, he put 6 months of his life into it. But
Yeah, it's not quite the same, but you forget eventually.
yeah.
Anyone else?
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't have a story? Yeah, girl
was going out with decides to go out with one of my friends.
Oh, I had that too.
Out
my
of
first
nowhere.
love. Yep.
So now, not only is she out of your life, but she's like right under your nose because she's with one of your friends. So I decided to take my car at the time, which was a Baja Bug, you know, one of those Volkswagen things.
This is a California story.
Chopped up like fucking like a no, it's actually New York.
Okay.
You know, like a dune buggy kind of thing. I decided to take that. Stormed out of the house, punched the windshield and broke it, and then drove into the woods to drive around in the trails in the woods with my Baja Bug and a bottle of Jack Daniels. And I ended up having to walk out of the woods because I went to climb a hill with the Baja Bug, and it stalled. I rolled backwards into a tree. And I got out of the Baja Bug, and now I'm downhill being blocked by a tree, so there's no pushing it. And I reach underneath and just feel oil coming out of the engine. But me, I'm trying to, like, move the flywheel, and I turn it, and my fingernail gets jammed between the timing little spot and the flywheel, and I lose my fingernail. It was really, really bad. Like, it was just an awful night. But looking back, again, who gives a fuck?
Please tell me you were sitting there just bawling.
I was so upset at that point, yeah. My car, my chick. I have nothing anymore. I'm 17 and I have nothing.
Brian in Boston.
Wait, hold on, Brian. First girl I fell in love with. I forgot about this. I fell in love with her. She didn't technically cheat on me, but after we broke up, she started dating a good friend of mine, a Jamaican, who I introduced her to.
Yee.
And I was still friends with him, and she would still come over and fuck me once in a while. And I'd be like, have you been with him? And she'd be like, yeah. She was with him recently. And what finally got me over her is I was fucking her doggy style, and her asshole stunk. And that was it for me.
It's like, good. Let the Jamaican have old stinky ass.
Throw some curry on it. And I've seen her years later in photos.
Really?
I'm like, I loved that. You idiot. I couldn't believe that I was so distraught over what the disaster was to become. Sometimes you got to wait a few years and then look back on them.
All right, let's say hi to Brian in Boston. Brian.
What's up, guys? I got a horror story. When I was 18, I think, I was dating a girl. She was 17, and she went on a cruise with her friends. It was Valentine's Day. I think she was gone for about a week, and I was so in love with this girl. It was the first girl I was ever in love with. I bought her a ring while she was gone. I had flowers waiting for her. And she came back, and I was fucking her. I'm like, Jesus, she seems kind of loose. And I drilled this girl about it for months and months, and finally she gave in. She fucked like 3 niggas on the cruise.
Oh, Jesus.
Jeez. Could you maybe use different language?
Sorry.
Now, I'm sure you probably, at the time, were so upset and angry.
I want to say sorry to Reverend Al Sharpton.
That's how I felt at the time.
You know what? Let him say what he wants. He's angry.
He
she
was
cheated
angry
on him. He
at the
doesn't have to be
time.
politically correct.
That's
what
he
she
said.
did.
Right,
Good for
Brian.
you.
That's what he said.
You were angry. And good for them and their big cocks that they wrecked your personal supply.
Now, Pat, give us a thumbs up, throw those headphones down, and get a smile on your face, and get back out there.
Move on.
That's
Move on.
That's right. A smile on your face and the sound of screaming victims in your heart.
Absolutely.
Thank you, boys.
Patrick
Duffy, everyone.
Patrick Duffy stepping up.
We've been going
moving up the intern ladder right there with that radio.
Oh, could I possibly?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Whatever you back down. Whatever you need. Whatever you need,
Can I
friend.
just give away my MySpace address?
Yes.
In case those girls want to maybe go out with Patrick Duffy.
How about you plug your mom's flower shop? I know that's near and dear to your heart.
It is. My mom has a flower shop called Krause's Flowers. It's KRAUSES flowers.com.
She started that because she figured you were going to murder people and the family
Need
would
flowers.
need flowers.
But for real, if anybody can go there and buy some flowers, she'll probably give a discount if you mention that you heard it on the radio.
Please,
Krause's Flower Shop.
Krause's Flowers. KRAUSES flowers.com.
Please go buy flowers immediately. Please.
She offers a discount when you walk in. If my son has killed you,
Please.
10%
Or at
off.
least threaten to.
Yes.
All right.
But could I give my MySpace address for chicks that want to hang out?
I was just going to say I got a little flower joke that pertains to your girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What's worse than roses on your piano?
What's that?
You're such a dude.
Tulips on your organ.
Okay, terrific.
All right.
You are never
But it's
That's right. I'm never to blame.
it's myspace.com.
Did you see that jerk?
MySpace.com/all all what?
All-purpose cleaner.
All-purpose cleaner.
Now, do you mean that in the sense of you eat pussy or ethnically?
Both.
I was thinking more in the lines that he kills the people and he also cleans up the crime scene after.
Afterwards, yeah, an all-purpose cleaner, right?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Patrick Duffy,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
guys.
If you want to come in and plug anything else, you're more than welcome. All right, there he
I
goes.
have to go to the bathroom.
Patrick
badly.
Duffy has left.
Yeah.
Steve, fire him immediately.
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 And blame yourself.
Just get rid of him.
Have all the keys changed.
Come up with
everything,
any
please.
excuse possible.